Is that, man?
Dude, wait, why are your stack up and down? How did I do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time, but we are back to open up Zero Gravity Gaming in the IBS division. Today, we got Revolution taking on Big Duck Entourage. Luckily for you guys, you got your favorite duo in the booth to open up Season 9. I'm Rod Chains, joined by Michael. And Michael, are you as hyped as I am today?
I'm super excited. This should be a really good game. I know from watching Silver Scraps, both of these teams should be performing, and I'm excited to see how we do. And of course, it's been so long. We had a little hiatus here with the league, but we're back. We saw gold on Thursday, and I'm just happy to be here.
Absolutely, and we are into these pick bands so far. As you can see, some bands coming out on both sides. Diana, Zyra, Lulu for Big Duck Entourage. First picking that Swain up. Potential flex pick, could go bot, could go mid, could go support. A lot of different options there. Revolution going to answer back with a Morgana.
Yeah, Swain, we've seen a lot of Swain. I'm not sure. We haven't seen anyone on Big Duck Entourage really play the Swain. I mean, we haven't seen many of these players before, but still, super scary flex pick. We know it from what we've seen, and Morgana could be a good answer to it in that bottom lane. But then again, we still have that flex possibility, and Morgana paired up with Varus, that's a tough dual lane to match.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a hard one there. You got a lot of, poke from this Varus. Obviously, we are gonna expect that it is gonna be a lethality Varus coming out um for wisdom, and paired up with the Morgana is pretty strong. You have lockdown from that dark binding, you have chain of corruption, you got slows from the Heliveras, and a lot of, CC that
Oh,
can let Varus just auto away and slam his blight procs. The Entourage though, picking up the Taric. What do you think about that?
I feel it should be difficult for a Tark to play this lane. Obviously, with both the Morgana and the Varus, it's going to be hard to one reach them and then two actually get a stun with the Morgana shield. So definitely an interesting pick. And if it's paired up with that Swain, then this could just be something that's looking to scale or wombo that CC. And with a Doctor Mundo now locked in there, it's a little less flex opportunity, but we still see that Mundo can be flexed both mid or jungle and top.
Yeah, I kind of like Mundo right now. This champion gets so tanky if it gets, the slightest advantage. So it's definitely a solid pick here coming out. Revolution gonna opt to take away that Ari for the mid lane. And Ari's a champ that I think has been rising in popularity recently.
Yeah, Ari's definitely been rising in popularity and kind of to my surprise, but with both I believe a lot of Aris are going like Everfrost, Horizon's Focus, and it can end up being a lot of burst damage in the mid game. And Ari is able to, with how mobile they are able to try to make something happen themselves while staying relatively safe.
Yep, absolutely. And we see the bot lane and mid lane picked up likely for Revolution. That could be Morgana jungle. Big Duck Entourage still has kind of a more options, more cards up their sleeve there. You have Tark for the support role. Swain could be going bot, could be going mid, Mundo, top or jungle. So Revolution just gonna ban out those solo laners in the Gangplank and the Yone, while the Entourage has a bit more, straightforward bans there. They kind of know what to expect already, so they're gonna ban out that Nocturne and Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen, not as strong as she once was, but especially looking down General Denobi, definitely something you want to take away from these stronger players. And even believe, let me fact check myself, but I mean, we know that Gwen can be that flex pick, but now with the Hecarim
Ooh.
locked in, that's a lot of dive onto a Tark Swain.
Yeah, this will be definitely interesting. I do like the Hecarim pick. I've been seeing people go Manamune Hecarim. I don't know if you've seen that, but that does seem pretty wild. But yeah, like you said, a lot of dive onto a team comp that you know seems to be okay dealing with dive. You have Tarek ultimate, you have a Swain ultimate, you have Mundo that can just tank up and frontline and peel if he needs to. And then add on a Silas to this. So this is definitely going to be interesting. A lot of good ultis to take away if you are the Silas. Chain Corruption, Soul Shackles, even the Ari and Hecarim ultis are pretty good. So I like the Silas pick here, likely for the mid lane.
And we also have Revolution holding off their top lane for that counter pick. We now see Set locked in, so this probably tells us, barring any shenanigans, that the Set is going to be going to the top lane. So it's up to General Denobi, one of these the most veteran players in this league, to counter pick, and that's a lot of priority, a lot of or lots. I don't know what I'm trying to say. A lot given to
Responsibility, a lot of
yeah, a lot of
responsibility.
responsibility given to General Denobi, and with the Wukong. That's definitely a lot more of that. Piling on top of the Hecarim, a lot more engage. Should
Yeah,
be good to see.
a lot of team fight potential here from these squads. Wukong likes to be the best, and Set doesn't like losing. So this is going to be a battle in the top lane for sure here, and we can now see these teams with their full rosters lined up. We'll get into the client pick ban in a few short seconds. But yeah, this will be a good one. I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, and we know, I'm not sure how many of you watch Silver Scraps, though. You definitely should tune in earlier to catch that before we air our shows on these Sundays. But Revolution are like the team to beat right now. They have a lot of veteran players, and they have high skill across the board, and this team is very, very good at managing objective control and team fighting. And now paired into a team with Swain, Tarek, Dr. Mundo, Silas, Set, Big Duck Entourage isn't planning to split, so they're trying to step up to Revolution and take the fight to them.
Yeah, and you make a good point about, the veteran players on Revolution, but let's not forget Swag Money Boy, the jungler for the Entourage is a champion. His team won season 7 of IBS. So, we can't forget about that.
Yeah, definitely cannot forget about that. And I know that tomorrow, let me make sure I'm correct. Yes, tomorrow the top laner for Entourage is a it's their second split in ZGG, but has shown significant skill in other leagues as well as Sightstone, which is their support, I would hope.
Mid
Nope, it's their
laner.
mid laner. Okay.
Yeah.
Still learning. It's still this is a learning process for me and Riot Chains as well as the rest of you. These teams are very new, and I mean, I want to see these teams make a name for themselves. Give a reason to remember to be remembered.
Yeah, absolutely. And today is the day. It's the first time that these new squads are going to get to show what they got for themselves here. We're into the client pick ban now, as we will get these picks and bans out of the way, hopefully pretty quickly, just because we've already got it all figured out. But now is the time. We're on the big stage. We're live on Twitch, and this is where these players are going to have their first impressions for the whole split. So big, big moment here.
Yeah, big moment here for sure. And I would like to bring specific attention to this top lane matchup because we were just talking about both the prowess of Tomorrow and General Denobi. We have the set into Wukong, and obviously General Denobi picking the Wukong as a counter pick should feel very comfortable in this matchup. And I want to see him actually push this lead and try to make something happen because you are given this final pick, you're given the responsibility of success, you're given the burden of success, and you can do so much for your team if you're able to shut down the set, shut down part of that damage, and get yourself ahead. Because there's not too many parts on this Entourage team that can match you in the side if you choose to end up there.
Yeah, I agree, and another thing I'm noticing with this Entourage team is just the amount of magic damage they have, right? You have Silas, I believe Mundo is doing magic damage as well, right?
Yeah, Mundo Q will do magic.
And then
E does a lot
Swain,
of physical.
yeah, and then Swain. So Set is the only champion that actually is going to do physical damage mainly. That being said, not really any tanks per se on the Revolution roster, but itemizing into some of that magic resist could be pretty valuable moving into this as we get later on into the game.
Yeah, and you mentioned how you'd want to see a poke virus this game, but looking at this roster rounded out from Entourage, I know that's like what literally most every virus has been going, but I think a type of on hit Varus with Kraken Slayer, Wit's End could be so huge for Wisdom this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and that just ties into the fact that magic resist is going to be so prevalent in this game and so valuable for Revolution. Uh, I think that could be a pretty interesting adaptation for Wisdom, and I'm excited to see if he's going to do that or not. Obviously, if they're listening right now, they, maybe that'll
If
change
they're
some
listening right
things.
now, they shouldn't,
Yeah,
but
they should not be. All right, turn it off if you are, because that's cheating. But I'm
maybe
not
like
gonna.
leave it open in the background muted so
Yeah,
like you
just mute
can.
it so we get the viewer, because that's what matters here. We need the numbers. Um, but yeah, either way, we're going to be getting into this spectator delay in a few short moments here. Give us just a little bit of time to talk any more about any specific things that we're seeing. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Mike?
I want to check out Echo Fox because I feel like with a name Echo Fox, he play a decent bit of or Ari, and Echo Fox third most played
Exotic Fox.
exotic, makes more sense. Exotic Fox, 61 games of Ari this season with a 57% win rate, so a very proficient player. And just from looking at these games, a player that's very willing to adapt to build like to the specific games, going different mid things, going different first items, second items. Very adaptable player. So I'm excited to see how they perform because I believe this is my first time seeing them.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the first time for both of us seeing Exotic Fox, and adaptability is a trait that is so undervalued in League of Legends here. We already talked about it. The potential for adaptability with Wisdom, Like you said, Exotic Fox has shown that adaptability
Adaptability.
before. There we go. Um, and yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. This should be a good game here. But we are gonna take a short break for the spectator delay, and we will see you back in a few short minutes on the Rift for game one between BDE and Revolution. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, and we are on to the Rift for game number one between Big Duck Entourage and Revolution. On BDE side, we got Tomorrow on set in the top lane, Swag Money Boy on Mundo in the jungle, Sightstone on Silas in the mid lane, and Willow and Mysterio on Swain Tarek in the bottom lane.
And then before I read off Revolution, we have a little bit of an invade coming out from them.
Let's see, Dark Binding is gonna force the flash out of Mysterio.
We saw early
Now you can
pings.
go.
Yeah, we saw early pings from the bot by Revolution, led by General Denobi in the top lane, Juan Cena on Hecarim in the jungle, Exotic Fox, not Echo Fox, on Arya in the mid lane, Wisdom on Varus, and Temeraire on Morgana.
And with that Tarek flash being blown here, I'd imagine a potential gank opportunity, as Tarek has ability other than that flash. Stun's available, you have Swain Claw, but still maybe a potential for a early gank in the next 5 minutes. We'll see what Juan Cena decides to do.
Yeah, I definitely want to see if Revolution is actually able to capitalize on the experience they have and actually able to punish that lead that they gained, because they made this move bot, and so we need to be able to see them execute on that. We see both junglers starting on their bottom sides with leashes, so just nothing too much. We see Tomorrow really faking that leash, still in there for a
Tomorrow's
while.
hard pulling. Still gonna get in time, still gonna get there in time for the wave, and gonna get all three and get some trade action going on onto Denobi. So things are going okay for Tomorrow in that top lane. I do want to highlight though, this top lane matchup. I think it will be a banger. Hold on here, as Willow has left the building, but is still playing.
We got an insta unpause.
An insta unpause. We like to see that. But before we get any farther into this game, let us know who you guys got in the chat here. You guys got the Entourage to take the dub or Revolution? Let us know who you got. Maybe we'll get a poll going up here, but we shall see. Mike, who do you got? Just from draft.
I think I have Big Duck Entourage. It's just a lot easier of execution, and they're just able to run. They don't really have to worry about kiting or any of that. They just want to run in, and if they're able to get onto Wisdom or Exotic Fox, they should die fairly quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's just going to be about Revolution, how they're able to execute here. You see that Claw's going to land some damage traded back onto Temeraire. But the execution of this dive composition that they have with the Wukong, the Hecarim, the Ahri diving back, and then you have so much CC from your bottom lane, just the potential for, picks and just favorable team fights is there. It's just based on how they execute.
Yeah, it's definitely all upon execution, and I might give the lead in that front to Revolution with the expertise.
Hold on one sec here. We're gonna get a fight in this top side. Chain's gonna land onto Juan Cena, but an instant charm will repel some of that damage. Sightstone taking to about half HP, and with this, the crabs are likely going to be traded here. Revolution will take the bottom crab, and Big Duck Entourage will take the top crab. So traded crabs for the time being. Nothing. Still no kills on the board. Gold is about even as we approach the 4-minute mark into this game. But look at Temeraire on the roam here. Dark Binding's going to land. Exhaust coming down. And a first blood goes over to Revolution.
Yeah, Revolution's bot lane. Oh, let me not speak. Let me not speak too soon.
Yeah, because a nice job by the Entourage bot lane, recognizing that the AD carry is all alone, forcing out that summoner spell. And a Varus without flash is pretty scary, especially when you have no,
other
mobility moves at all. Yeah, and you're very vulnerable.
Interesting to me is that Wisdom opted to use the cleanse the flash instead of the cleanse.
I think it's fine because you have Swain, and Swain Claw can pull you back as well. You can't. So if you take the stun, you're still gonna get pulled back by Swain, even if you cleanse. I'm pretty sure.
I was going to mention how it was really good how Revolution were playing off of their push that they got early. They roamed up for their jungler, and then Temeraire made their way right up to mid lane. Except Wisdom did lack a little bit of respect for Willow and Mysterio, and does have to blow the flash, but still a net positive play coming out for Revolution very early into this game.
That bot lane kind of sounds like a tag team wrestling duo, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Willow and Mysterio. Maybe we'll get some fan art on that later. Anyone in the community, if you guys want to do some BDE bot lane fan art, We'll see if we can get any of that here. Trades back and forth in mid lane. Sidestone's going in. Ignite
Right.
taking down, and that's going to be a solo kill for Exotic Fox. But now we're fighting into this bottom side river as Swag Money Boy will be forced to burn that flash
What
with the
blew the
mid laner
passive?
dead and the flash away. It's going to be a dragon for Revolution.
Did you see what Blue Mundo passive there? I saw it pop off, but then I saw the Morgana Q also coming.
I didn't see anything, yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, good play from Revolution in this Exotic Fox on one of their most played champions. Putting in work. Maybe could go to Echo Fox one day. Oh, wait.
Unlucky. While you were talking, though, did get a fight in the top lane. Cyclone being burned out by Denobi. Tomorrow, still a bit under half HP, but no worries at all. Still not level 6 yet, so the Showstopper is not available. Here we go. As it's going to come in. Flash back. And we're bot lane now for some reason. Watching nothing as Swag Money Boy is in the area. Top lane. General Denobi. No mana. Has the flash available, though. As they are going to find CC. But in the mid lane, Exotic Fox for another kill. As Sightstone lives with just a sliver of HP. Flashing away from the mid and jungle from Revolution. Still, no one died on that play somehow.
Yeah, both General Denobi and...
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Here's
Okay.
Exotic Fox. Goes Exotic with it. Finds another solo kill here. Now sitting 2-0 on this Ari. And, you know, I think it's Fox time.
Well, I was going to make a mention of how both Sightstone and General Denobi were able to get away because the enemies turned back too soon. But then Sightstone didn't want to give up the farm, so they opted to go back in. And ended up giving their life for it. But Exotic Fox putting in so much work and Juan Cena making it happen. Though, and even though we didn't see it, Revolution capitalize on the blown Taric flash, still plays around the map, making things happen in this early game.
Yeah. With that being said here, we'll take a second to look at the actual game state right now. 1.3k gold advantage in favor of Revolution. 0 kills to 3 in favor of them as well. And yeah, like you said, very proactive map plays. Temeraire getting that first roam up to the top, or up to the mid lane. We're going to see a fight in the mid lane, though, as the chains are going to miss. An Exotic Fox is going to press E and walk right out of there. Not much they can do at all. Bot lane, or the mid jungle of BDE. And bot lane is still okay for the time being. CS leads have accrued for all lanes in favor of Revolution, as well as in the jungle.
Yeah, we see a little bit of a force coming out from Temeraire, trying to bait Willow and Mysterio into something with Juan Cena in the wings, but they don't bite.
Oh, wait, this might be dangerous here as Temeraire could be in trouble. Willow's going to pop that Swain ultimate. The Claw's going to bring back as well. Chained into the stun. But Juan Cena is in the area. Flash away as Temeraire is alive for the time being. Unstopped onslaught of shadows into the backside of Mysterio is going to find the kill onto Temeraire. But Exotic Fox on the other side of the map is going to find another kill. Go on a killing spree. But a double kill for Juan Cena is the tail of the tapes as General Denobi burning that Cyclone, trying to find the charm, but it is not long enough as Scrag Money Boy is going to be able to walk it out after burning that ultimate.
Yeah, Juan Cena was still too close to do anything.
Oh! Another fight here. Jungle v jungle action is the fight over the Raptors. Juan Cena is taken pretty low. Swain W is coming through, but Exotic Fox is in the area. Charm will land, but the boys from the Entourage are on their way. So that's going to repel any further aggression from Revolution.
Yeah, Juan Cena feeling themselves. Their team is up. They are up, but with only the Sheen on Hecarim, you're not going to make too big of a dent onto this Mundo. So definitely a little hyphy.
Yeah, you're going to need a few more items before you can actually feel confident fighting this Mundo 1v1. The gold lead has now increased to 2.5k in favor of Revolution with this next dragon spawning in just over a minute. We will likely see some more action into this bottom side river, start to set it up. The crab is up as well, so I'm sure people are hungry. They want the crab dinner, and it is up on the table.
Also, seems like Wisdom was stream sniping a little bit. Did opt for the Kraken Slayer on hit build, or rather,
Well, not Kraken yet.
Not Kraken yet, but on hit
Lethality,
build.
or not lethality. There we
Yeah.
go. Hey, you know what? We'll see how it goes. Wisdom's up 15 CS right now, feeling pretty good. Swag Money Boy showing on the top side of the map. Dragon in 30 seconds. As you can already see, Juan Cena running down to that bottom side, looking for some crab dinner. As Mundo's on the top side, General Denobi knows that Mundo is here, right? So you should not die in this top side. You know that your team is all bot lane looking for the dragon, but we're going to see the fight coming through. Swag Money Boy cannot find anything as General Denobi is completely fine. Going to be able to get out, absorb that pressure from the gank, and another dragon will go down in favor of Revolution here. Swag Money Boy going to trade on the top side, or at least try to trade with that Rift Herald.
Yeah, Rift Herald going down would be good for BDE, but they need a place to actually use it. Top lane almost has a plate, but the rest of the turrets have not been touched yet by them.
Tomorrow and General Denobi going out into the top side here. A big haymaker, going to get a big shield, but the Cyclone coming through. Showstopper bringing it down over the top of General Denobi. A few more autos should be able to find it tomorrow. Flashing away. Swag Money Boy going to burn the flash for safety as General Denobi now has to run for the hills. Few more briefcases, smacking him in the back. Does he have the damage? A few more autos under the tower. He goes. The briefcase flashed away. General Denobi lives. The minion autos. Is it enough? Yes. It's going to be the execute.
What is the execute?
Swag Money Boy going a little too aggressive there.
That's
oh
so
my.
tragic. On both fronts.
Denobi lives.
Denobi lives, but was not able to tag Swag Money Boy at all without any mana. But now it looks like Sightstone
could be in trouble here as Unstoppable Onslaught of Shadows coming through into the backside, and it should be another kill going over. Juan Cena gonna get the killing spree credit now as Dark Binding.
Ooh.
Okay, Piercing Arrow. Wide right a little bit. That's no problem.
wide right a little bit.
Missed out on a little bit of damage.
Missed out a little damage. Willow, still early into the game on this lane, is very squishy, so another binding could spell their doom. Tark does have the ult now, so offers a little bit of safety, but then again, that channel time can be the difference maker.
Yeah, Tark ulti is still going to take about 2.5 seconds to, channel. So I think it's pretty easy actually for Wisdom and Temer to actually kill the Swain in that time. Demonic Ascension will buy some time, but I don't know if it'll be enough. You have Ignite from Morgana to cut down on that healing. So I think there's definitely opportunities to be able to take down the Swain before that Tark ultimate goes off here. Juan Cena and Denobi on the top side going to secure the Rift Tail for themselves as Swag Money Boy couldn't actually finish it.
Yeah, trying to save your top laner does end up saving your top laner, but giving your life, definitely a lot of trades we don't necessarily want to take, but do. And it definitely doesn't feel great for the side of BDE.
Yeah, not at all here. As we'll look at the game state right now. 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes into the game. Revolution is up 7 kills to 1, up 2.8k gold. They have 2 dragons to their name. The next to spawn in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It is Infernal Soul. So the Infernal Dragon has burned the rift. We're gonna see some of that terrain has gone away. For the time being, just chilling so far. 2 minutes onto that dragon will be likely the next point of contention here, but I don't really imagine that Revolution will have any trouble taking that dragon.
No, I don't think so at all. But something I would like to point out real quick while we have a lull in the action is, so we both made a build prediction in the pregame, like in draft. I mentioned, of course, how Varus should go the Kraken Slayer on hit build rather than lethality, and you mentioned how Hecarim could go Muramana. It's weird to see that one of us is right.
Listen, I didn't say that Hecarim was gonna go Muramana. I just said I'd seen it. Okay, I said I've seen people building it. Hold on 1 sec here. It's gonna get a play to the mid lane. Spirit Rush. Yeah, I mean, once those chains miss, there's no way you can get on Ahri.
Yeah, and even if those chains do hit, there's still 3 more dashes coming.
Yeah.
And the flash.
No problem at all here. Wisdom, a bit too far forward. Has to burn the flash to get away from that Swain Claw. As we see a lot of members now into this bottom side. Heal is burned preemptively. as they're going to get a 3v3 situation. Juan Cena going in. Cosmic Greatness is going to be dropped, but onto the shadows onto 3 members. We'll get a lot of fear action coming on here as a shutdown goes through already to Willow. Wisdom is in the area. Corruption is going to find a lot of damage on the backside. Watch Sightstone here. Spirit Rush is taken away as a double kill for Wisdom. Flashing forward. Charm is not going to land as Sightstone runs for the hills. A 1 for 2 in favor of Revolution for the time being. And this dragon spawning in 20 seconds should be theirs. Both junglers are gone, though, as they still would have more members in this bottom side river.
Interesting preemptive heal coming out from Swain, but then good play by General Denobi to cancel tomorrow's teleport, because I think if the set with Shridebreaker is there, I think that fight 100% goes the way of BDE, even with the gold deficit. I think the combination of the set and that completed Mythic.
Yeah, potentially. We're getting another fight into this top set, though. Denobi, no mana again, but still pretty, Tomorrow, we're seeing Tomorrow put in some work here. Up a good amount of CS. We're going to see, like I said before, that dragon should go over pretty easily to Revolution. Sitting on Soul Point now, potential Infernal Soul at 21.5 minutes. And if you're BD, that is not what you want.
Yeah, it looks like Hecarim has the Rift Herald and needs to drop it pretty soon.
Ooh, Claw lands from Willow. It forces the flash out of Wisdom. But yeah, Herald will be spawned up into this mid lane here. Claw, another one onto Temeraire, and Willow is just a sniper with these claws for the time being. No actual fighting yet, as the first tower of the game will go down via that Rift Herald in the mid lane. Revolution extends their goldie to 3.4k. Up 3 dragons, up 7 kills, now with that tower advantage. So, Revolution's feeling pretty good about themselves. We've seen a pretty strong early game.
Yeah, I did see somebody comment in the chat that they could confirm that Wisdom was not stream sniping, but they did just complete the Kraken Slayer, so I say the jury's still out. We're not sure. I think we shouldn't jump to any conclusions too quickly.
But just wait. We'll see if Juan Cena builds the Muramana. Okay, we'll see then.
Okay.
Then we'll be able to truly know.
But I'll ask a little prediction of you. I know you're a little bit of a build guy yourself. What's Varus' second item here, you think?
Collector. For the culture. For the culture.
Oh, the culture, of course.
Absolutely for the culture. Why not? What else builds from double longsword?
You could go, what's it called? Lord Doms? No, Doms.
Yeah, Lord Doms. Okay.
Or Muramana still.
Muramana? Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. The Caulfield's Hammer.
Tomorrow.
We're gonna get a fight up in the top side as well here. Cyclone's coming through. Showstopper on the backside, but Tomorrow's taking pretty low. It's a big shield, but Exotic Fox is here, lands the charm, and this is absolute domination in the top side for Revolution. But on the other side of the map, it is not the same story, as Wisdom will go down. Mysterio trying to find that stun, but it is not long enough. And a kill in favor of the bottom side for BDE. They show some life, and Willow now sitting 2 kills on the Swain.
Yeah, showing some life and punishing Wisdom for, again, blowing that flash by walking up too aggressively. Not allowing those mistakes to be unpunished, and just the aggressive positioning gets punished. The Varus, without flash, like you said, has no mobility. And it does look like it is the last Whisper pickup by Wisdom.
Yeah, LDR is going to be a pickup for Wisdom. That makes a lot of sense here. Mundo and Set.
But what? But what if it's the oh my god, what? Yeah, the other one. Seralda's Garage.
Oh, no way, bro. Honestly, I kind of like the I kind of did like the idea of a Phantom Dancer. That could be pretty tight as well here, just to kite out a bit better. But LDR is going to be really, really valuable in this game as well. A lot of tanky members. I wonder, actually, did Varus... What runes did he go? What secondaries? Did not go Cut Down. Cut Down could have been pretty good in this game.
Cut Down would have been nuts this game.
But instead ended up with the coup de grace. So, going to get a little more of that healing, or...
damage still.
Damage, I mean.
But different damage.
Different type of damage, but still going to get a little extra damage in that regard. For the time being, though, 1 minute on this dragon. And you can already see Revolution is setting up this bot lane river. 3 members down there, and I mean, I don't see how BDE can contest this at all.
Yeah, I think it doesn't feel good, but I don't think there's any way that they can contest without a pick happening in these next couple of seconds. But it's not looking very likely. And I know you mentioned about how earlier BDE was over-indexing in the magic damage
Hmm.
potentially.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too.
No, I'm saying it. Yeah, it doesn't. It seems like it's fine. They only have one magic damage dealer that's actually doing damage.
Yeah,
So
but something I'm noticing here is Juan Cena went for that Bramble Vest, but 1 second here as Tar could be picked. Chain of Corruption is going to land too, as the Cosmic Radiance is a bit late, but Wisdom is already going to find the kill. Exotic Fox diving into the backlines here as Swag Money going tomorrow, but the TP now coming in from General Denobi, as Tomorrow could be in trouble. Cyclone is available as well as the Charm, but a big shield from the Haymaker is not going to be enough. And 2 members dead from BDE means an Infernal Soul likely will go over to Revolution.
Swag Money Boy still alive. No flash, no blast count, no weight into the pit unless a straight cleaver somehow steals this.
I believe. Nah, General's
General,
really doing a good job here. Yeah, gonna zone off the Mundo. Actually, just bring him into the pit. Oh my gosh, here we're gonna see. Okay, no, as a nice smite from Juan Cena, as well as the kill picked up by him, and Infernal Soul for Revolution at just under 22 minutes.
Yeah,
The
that's
gold lead 6K in their favor, and this lead is starting to
winning for
become
Willow?
insurmountable. Willow doing some damage onto Exotic Fox, but really, you know, there's not much you can do. Exotic Fox 4-0. Maybe. Hold on 1 second. Is Exotic Fox caught shopping? But it does not matter. One-shotted. Into the bottom side we go here. Sightstone doing their 1v3. Not the most optimal play, especially being 0-5 on the Silas. But that tower, inner tower ball lane will go down. That extends the gold lead to over 8,000 gold in favor of Revolution here. And you have to start thinking Baron is next up on the table here. How long is it going to be till Revolution can close this game out?
It should not be long, and I assume it'd be no longer than 6 minutes with the Elder Drake spawning in 5. I see no reason that this game should extend past 30 minutes at the very, very latest.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. I mean, I think honestly, Revolution could just go and hit Nash right now, and if VD comes, you turn and just murder them.
Yeah, especially with the Chains of Corruption and Shadows. No, the Onslaught of Shadows. I was thinking the Shadows of Onslaught, but that didn't sound right in my head.
I mean, that could be cool though. that does, you know, in a different world, that sounds pretty tight. Sightstone, again, diving in. We're gonna see here.
Biting off a little more.
Biting off a little more than he can chew here with the flash forward. And General Denobi goes on a killing spree. Sightstone goes down. Swag Money Boy right after. Exotic Fox is not done yet as Spirit Rush forward, finding the charms onto Mysterio. But that's a pretty tanky Taric. Not really gonna be able to do much there as Revolution turn their sights onto Baron with the jungler dead. Should be free. No contest at all from BDE. And Revolution will be wearing purple. And you have to think they will be able to close out this game off of this Baron.
Yeah, they still, surprisingly, BDE still does have 2 outer turrets out. There's only 1 taken, and that's in the bot lane. But still, just group all 5 members in 1 lane, or if you want, you can send General Denobi on a side and just push something down. You have the strength. They cannot fight you at all. Silas, bless their heart, it's useless this game. But this isn't what we know of the player. Obviously for them, it's looking towards game 2. First game in the league for everyone, and be a little bit of shake. So definitely should not take anything too far away from any of these specific players. But as a team, we can definitely give Revolution the credit for playing around these objectives like we knew them for.
Yeah, I mean, Revolution has looked strong early to mid game, transitioning over, getting Dragon's Soul at 21 minutes is pretty solid. You can see full Dragon and bot lane control from Juan Cena and the bot lane of Revolution. So it's pretty impressive stuff that we're seeing so far. However, still a best of three. There's a lot of time left in the series here. Sightstone aggressing on, but losing a lot of HP, and we might get a 2v2. Hold on in the mid lane as Dark Binding's gonna land. Willow will go golden for the time being. Onslaught of Showers on the other side will get one team out to safety. But Temur is nuts with these Dark Bindings. Cosmic Radiance will buy some time as well, but Exotic Fox is dominating, does not care at all about your invulnerability because right when you come out, you're getting one-shotted. Doesn't matter. One member down for BDE as the Revolution threatens the mid lane inhibitor tower. They have a cannon minion wearing purple. This inhibitor tower will fall as another Dark Binding is going to land. Tomorrow, taking pretty low, has to flash away to safety. Exotic Fox looking for the charm, not going to find it as the inhib is under siege. In the top side, Denobi doing what he can, trying to take the top lane inhib as well. And I think for the time being, with one inhib, potentially two, yeah, Revolution will just rotate up to this top lane inhib, try to take this down as well. But I don't think BD wants to give this up without a fight. Tomorrow, looking for it. Showstopper is available. Flash forward from Swag Money Boy. Cyclone is used to buy some time, but the Showstopper over the top here. Stun will land, and this is a 1v4. General Denobi gets shut down. Kill credit goes over to Sightstone.
Was that just a Morgana Q?
From a Morgana Q onto Willow. Yikes.
That's not what you want to see, but also not what you want to see is if your team BDE and Elder Dragon spawning in 50 seconds.
Yes, Elder Dragon spawning in 45. Now you have your top lane and your mid lane inhib open. You're gonna have to send someone to deal with those minions. Because if no one does, you're losing 1,500 gold from those super minion waves while the inhib is down. 30 seconds until this dragon, and already you can see everyone besides Denobi is on or around this dragon pit for Revolution. BDE walking in, but how far will they walk? Denobi now respawned running from base.
There are some flank wards.
There are some flank wards TPs available. Yeah, you can even just TP to the wave and try to end the game. But it looks like for the time being, just gonna run it through. This is a nuts flank as well.
Yeah,
if they can get around, just walk through mid lane. Gonna find Willow. Willow has to burn the flash to get away, and we'll go golden. I don't know if that was the play to go golden there. You might have been able to just run. But one member dead already. Sightstone, likely the next target, as he's gonna use the blast cone to get out to safety. Dark Binding is going to miss due to that, but look at the base of BDE. 3 super minions are there. General's gonna be looking for it. Cyclone's not available yet. There it is. Cyclone's gonna be popped knockup onto 3. Cosmic Radiance will buy some time, but Sightstone goes down before it even happens. Swag Money Boy is gonna go down. A triple kill for Exotic Fox. Mysterio, a quadra kill for Exotic Fox. The TP's into the base. Denobi wants the end. The Elder Dragon goes over to Revolution. And this will be the game. Revolution, looking strong, will take game 1 as the Nexus is under siege. Only Willow is left standing, but what can you do against the Wukong? Revolution, commanding victory in game 1.
Yeah, super strong game, and I'm sensing a little bit of jitters coming out from the side of BDE. Obviously, a subpar performance from them, but then again, there's a reason why these are series and not just single games.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really want to see how BDE can adapt for game 2. We saw, Revolution control early game and mid game completely, pretty much, especially with the Dragons and the bot side control. So I want to see what the Entourage can do to try to adjust that. Maybe play towards bot side a little more to not give up as many Dragons early game.
Yeah, definitely try to do something to stem the bleeding. Maybe choose a jungler that has a little bit more priority than the Mundo, because I mean, there were no jungle picks banned against you. And if we want to see something happen, if you want to be able to contest both the jungler or just any objectives in general, you need something more there.
And we know Swag Money Boy to be, he's a big name in IBS. They're a carry player. They like to, put the team on their back. And we didn't really see that from this game. So for the time being, we are going to take a short break, but we'll be back soon for game 2 between BDE and Revolution. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back for game two between Revolution and Big Duck Entourage. Revolution commanding game one victory. And Michael, what did you think about that one?
So I did predict BDE at the beginning, but I guess I was undervaluing just the absolute strength and cohesion Revolution team. It was super impressive from basically minute one. I didn't see many glaring mistakes, but Revolution very very impressive. Though they are a bit scared of that Tom or that Tark. It seems.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know why the Turk actually needs to be banned, but I can see how that Cosmic Radiance is pretty annoying, just especially because it keeps your whole team alive for like 2.5 seconds if you're able to get it off. Um, Bans all the way through Revolution, banning out the Aurelia Shen Tarek, and BDE figuring out this last ban, but have the Diana, Tom, Kench, and waiting.
No ban.
No ban. Oh yeah, is this because
Isa?
E-sub? Yes, we
Probably.
are getting an E-sub for BDE. It's gonna be in the mid lane. Son of Zeus is hopping in for Sightstone, but Revolution not wasting any time picking up this Zyra first pick.
Zyra first pick. This was banned away by BGE in the first game, so definitely a very must be a what or yeah must be a very scary pick for Temeraire. And I feel like we knew this from what we know of Temeraire.
Yeah, I remember Tamer playing some Zyra action and going to work on it. So, you know, we saw some domination from Evolution bot lane with the Morgana. Tamer was aimbotting with the Morgana Qs. So I can only imagine what we're gonna get from this Zyra, a champ that deals more damage
And the
and
route's even easier to hit.
yeah, and has a all other route as well that goes through things.
It feels like
But
this Nautilus pick is a self counter pick, right?
yeah,
Like no way
so
Naut survives this lane.
BDE picking up the Xin Zhao and the Nautilus. Yeah, I don't think this is that good. I think you actually counterpicking yourself here.
Yeah, definitely pretty interesting by the side of VDE, but they are on the back foot, maybe trying to play things safe. But also, good point from Rednick in the chat. Ari was not banned away. And so, yep, that's
There you
exactly what
go,
we see right
right
there.
there, Ari going in. We're gonna get another exotic Fox Ari game, and you know maybe a little bit of a mistake from BDE in the draft.
Yeah, definitely subbing in that, having the E sub lost them that ban. So they didn't miss a ban. It was a lost ban due to a sub in for the mid lane. So now we have Son of Zeus in instead of, oh my lord, is
Sightstone.
Sightstone, of course.
Yeah, and the mid lane matchup is going to be Malzahar versus Ari. So Son of Zeus locking in that Malzahar. And you can see jungle, mid, and support picked by both of these teams. That means we can expect some AD carry and top laner bands going out through the second rotation. Nocturne going to be the first off the table for BDE. And I mostly I'd imagine just some top laner bands. You know what I mean? I don't really think you have to throw AD carries out. Set is the first ban of choice for Revolution, and Ezreal actually is going to be the last ban for BDE. So 80 carry bans coming through, at least one of them. Ezreal Zyra could be a pretty annoying lane. You have a lot of range, you have a lot of poke, and especially with a Nautilus, you can't really get onto him too well. So
Yeah, definitely hard to get onto him. And I know we're both ADC players, but having this ADC meta is honestly a nice breath of fresh air. I feel like, especially in situations like these, most any ADC is workable. And
okay,
it does look like, okay,
Gangplank.
Revolution did ban Gangplank. So still banning that from last game, nothing's shaken up. But now a Gwen is left open for Revolution, but they do not have the top lane counter pick anymore for General Zenobi.
Yeah, so now we're gonna get counter pick in favor of BDE, and we'll see where they opt to do. I would imagine to pick 80 carry here and leave counter pick for top lane, just because it's more important. I would say.
Yeah.
Um, Hopefully they pick something. Yes, Ash is gonna be the lock in. I actually think Ash is really good.
Yeah, I've seen some useless Ashes, I will admit, but I think Ashe as a champion, especially later into the game, scales super, super well and does have her place in this meta. I think, especially Ashe, you're able to use the volley and you can pretty quickly, relatively at least, clear the Zyra plants. So it does help her there, though lack of mobility can be punishing. And now you're matched in range against that Jhin.
Yeah, but I mean, this kind of seems like a counter pick as well, right? You're picking Jin into Ash, where anytime you press R, Ash can just throw Enchanted Crystal Arrow and cancel your ultimate.
Yeah, that's very true.
Interesting counter picks here from each of these teams. Seems like they're kind of counter picking themselves to the draft. But nonetheless, General Denobi is going to be back on that Wukong in the top lane. We'll see what BDE opts to go for the counter pick.
Cannot go for the set.
Not set. So maybe a Mordekaiser. You do need a little more magic damage if you are BDE. You only have Malzahar for that. As Revolution, has Ari and Zyra. Zyra's gonna do a lot of that magic damage. I'd imagine like a Leandri's build. So for some burn action. But instead, we are going to get Aatrox for tomorrow in the top lane.
Honestly, could not tell for a moment if that was just like an auto draft or if that was an Aatrox, but I do think Aatrox has its place.
I think it definitely is Aatrox. And what do you think about Aatrox into Wukong? I know I don't see Aatrox too much anymore.
Yeah, Aatrox is actually a champion I've seen having some resurgence in both top and mid. I think the champion is slowly getting stronger and actually is finding a foothold in the meta. I think there is a barrier for execution, like we're playing this champ, but I also just think Wukong still beats that champ. It
I think
feels
so too.
because
Yeah,
you just jump on with E, and then Aatrox can't hit his first two Qs, and then you just W the third one.
yeah,
So there should be no knockups hit.
yeah. And we saw General Denobi, perform pretty well on the Wukong in game number one. Um, so I kind of expect similar thing. However, in the lane, Tomorrow actually did have the advantage. I believe Tomorrow's up like 20 or 30 CS. So
Yeah, tomorrow was the latest of their team to start feeding. Which, okay, may not sound like too much in that they did
why do you
eventually
say it like
feed,
that, dude? Why do you have to say
but
it like
they held on for the longest and they just
that?
did
Yes, sir.
well regardless of the circumstances, or in spite more so.
Yes. I You did him dirty, dude. You didn't have to say it like that. That's messed up.
Hey,
Either way,
tomorrow did play well. I will
yeah.
give
Yeah,
them
tomorrow
that for sure.
was laning pretty well. Able to gain lane advantages against Denobi, and Denobi is, someone we talked about a lot coming into this game. So tomorrow being able to match up and gain some advantages is pretty good news for BDE. Um, we are into this client pick and ban now, so you can see we are halfway through already. We got first three picks, first three bans from everyone. That Timo ban is going to be the last ban due to Esub bringing in Son of Zeus for the Entourage. And for the time being, we can we already do see, what these compositions are trying to do here. Um with Revolution, we got Exotic Fox again on this Ari looking for pick potential. You have Zyra as well for picks. So, you have some pretty solid pick potential for Revolution, but on the other side, I mean, Big Duck Entourage has Malzahar, Nautilus, and Ash. So a lot of pick potential there as well.
Something I do appreciate about the Revolution comp is there are a lot of ways to stop Malzahar ult from distance. And obviously you'll need the two-part CCs, but you have the Zyra R, you have the RAE, you have the Trundle E. So you have these ways to try to protect one of your carries. And so that's definitely something we need to look for. But my player and pick to watch in this game is definitely tomorrow on that Aatrox. They performed well in that last game, and going up against General Denobi, it's going to be a hard lane matchup. But there definitely there exist opportunities there, and I think they can definitely make a better showing. And I think Big Duck Entourage, hopefully, in this game should show a better showing as a whole team.
Yeah, and one thing just before we hop into this break real quick that I do want to mention what we talked about at the end of game 1. Swag Money Boy on Jin Zhao, a carry jungler, a jungler who, you know, early tempo, trying to get these ganks off, farms pretty quickly, can just spam gank on repeat and, exert pressure on the map. And this is what we want to see. We don't want to see like tank junglers, We want to see Jin Zhao's, the Graves, even Olaf would be cool too. But yeah, I just want to highlight that before we go into this break. So keep an eye out on Swag Money Boy on the Jin Zhao as we move farther into this game and get onto the Rift. For the time being, we are going to take a short break to get over this spectator delay. We will be back in a few minutes. Go grab some water, get a snack, do what you got to do. But be back here as we get onto the Rift for game number 2 between BDE and Revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on to the rift for game number 2 between Revolution and BD. For Revolution, General Denobi in the top side on Wukong, Juan Cena on Trundle in the jungle, Exotic Fox again on Ari in the mid lane, and Wisdom and Temura on Jin and Zyra in the bottom lane. We're gonna
It
get
seems
a
like
hold on
yeah,
one
it seems
sec.
like each time we try this, the team I'm trying to do is invading. But on the other side, for BDE, we got Tomorrow on the top lane on Aatrox, Swag Money Boy on Xinjiao in the jungle, Son of Zeus subbed in on the Malzahar in the mid lane, Willow on Ashe, and Mysterio on Nautilus.
And absolutely no flashes burned that time from the red side team. Um, on that invade, you do have the Nautilus potential for some nice dredge lines to land, but
Have you
nothing.
seen have you seen the new spread some LCS teams are doing?
No.
It's you'll sit like back in this bush behind red buff if you're on blue team. You'll play
Really?
it further back just to play it safer. I don't know exactly. I'll need to look more into it, but I've seen some teams do it, and it's really interesting to me because you end up not sending your mid laner mid, and you have no one sitting mid. But
I see. No
bot
one's
lane
defending
bot
the
lane just
tower?
no one's defending the tower.
Okay, that's good.
But both these junglers, Leashing, Swag Money Boy, it looked like they were taking a bit longer to do their blue, but buff to buff coming out from Juan Cena.
Yeah, and I'm trying to just gain that tempo. With Trundle, you're going into the Jin Zhao, right? So you kind of want to match the Jin Zhao tempo. So just going buff to buff. Maybe gonna look for a red side invade. I don't know. We'll see what
Yeah,
Juan decides to do.
Trundle will definitely wins any invade, especially with that PTA early. Can duel near any champion. Could also
Yeah,
look for an early top gank with this shove coming in from Tomorrow, though a good ward could dissuade any of that and even save their jungler.
yeah, and you can see that it looks like Juan Cena is walking up into this top side. No
No
vision
ward.
available. So tomorrow could be in trouble here as General Zenobi is going to go in now. Pillar is going to pull tomorrow back. Third Q. Going to hit nothing. And the flash is available, but I don't even think you flash here. As First Blood is going to go over on the other side of the fight, though. Tamara taking pretty low as Swag Money Boy is going to find a kill on the other side of the map. So a 1-for-1 jungler or a support for top lane. Jungler's getting both kill credit.
Yeah, junglers making things happen, and this Zin's out already doing so much more.
Invade. I want to see Juan Cena go and take away these camps on the top side of Swag Money Boy's jungle, but Swag Money Boy is just running across the map here, now into the mid lane. Knockup's going to land. Exotic Fox. The Malzahar
Lucked
E
out.
is ticking down, but yeah, there's just not much damage there. And Juan Cena had a lot of time to get
Repeat
some
gank
camps
top.
invaded. Yeah, repeat gank here. Tomorrow does have the flash available, taking pretty low. Pillar is going to land flash over the pillar. One more auto. Juan Cena. You can't see him. He's just going to gank your top lane on repeat. And Tomorrow is in a world of pain right now.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see, and still no invade coming out from Juan Cena. Definitely just waiting to go back top again, but
Oh! Okay, it looked like
that looked like it was going to hit.
It looked like Wisdom flashed into the hook, but just a bit out of range here. No flashes now for the Revolution bot lane. And you just oh man.
It feels so illegal to me that Swag and Money Boy's able to get their top side.
Yeah. I think watching the VOD game, I think that they will be able to see Zyra E is not gonna land with some damage traded back onto Willow. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds. It is the Mountain Dragon. So that will be the first of the game today. In game number 2. Swag Money Boy now able to clear out those camps. Temur posturing up. Dread Giant is going to land onto the Zyra. Early heal from Willow, but Ashe is shooting down. Jin W is not going to land onto anything, and now Wisdom might be in trouble here. No summoners available. Willow's taking pretty low. Temur will find the kill credit thanks to the help of the minions. And now Mysterio has to run for the hills. Where's the Jin W? This one misses this time, but the Ignite ticking down.
What?
And double kill for Temur. I don't think that Ignite was necessary, as that would have felt pretty good to get on Jin, but nonetheless, Give it to your Zyra, and Zyra's gonna one-shot everyone.
Something I'm learning from Will after the series is they really value heal as the engage spell. And you know what? I respect it in a big way.
Yeah, with early heal again, just to gain that movement speed there. But looking at the map as a whole here, with the bot lane dead from BDE Revolution, gonna take that easy and early Mountain Dragon here. General Denobi going in aggressive, but Swag Money Boy is sitting in wait in the bushes, lurking in the shadows. As we'll see if tomorrow looks for a kill, gonna find the W as Cyclone now is available as General Denobi is hitting 6. The wind
Uh,
becomes lightning and Swag Money Boy goes in, but General Denobi is going to find the first kill. Now Cyclone popped again and Swag Money Boy has to run for the hills, burning the flash to try to get away. As a level 6 Wukong versus a level 4 Jin Zhao is not quite the matchup fight you want to take if you're Swag Money Boy, but he's going to do it anyway. No mana on General Denobi. Going to find the knockup as wind becomes lightning once more. General Denobi still no mana on this Wukong, so that would have certainly turned the tides in favor of him if Swag Money Boy opted to fight even further. But 5 kills to 1 in favor of Revolution, sitting at almost a 2,000 gold lead at just under 7 minutes. So more early aggression and control from Revolution. Is this something we can come to expect from this team?
I mean, seemingly, it's just very, very impressive how each game they're able to make these moves. And even in a bot lane where it seemed like Willow and Mysterio had some pressure, they're still able to be the ones to roam. And of course, it does come off the back of the double kill coming out, but still very impressive plays from across the board. And also,
Oof.
it does feel a little bad for tomorrow that given the counter pick, this is how poorly the matchup ends up going. And it does does follow the too early ganks from Juan Cena, but definitely does not feel great in this matchup, which is already supposed to be hard.
Yeah, Juan Cena, insane top lane presence in this game. Ganks top gets the kill. Tomorrow TP's back. Juan Cena ganks top again, gets another kill and blows the flash. So tomorrow has just not had, not really been able to play the game so far in game 2. Cecily's accruing about even actually in all the lanes. Not too much of a lead in any particular lane. Everything's pretty and relatively even.
Nautilus
Juan
is
Cena,
up
a few
8.
camps up. Yeah, you know what? Actually, you're right. Nautilus up 8 CS on the Zyra. That could be the difference maker.
Yeah, we shouldn't try to deceive our audience and should give them a actual true
Accurate
standing of the game.
representation. Yeah,
Yep.
that's my bad. I'm
It's
sorry,
okay.
everyone.
It's okay. We're learning. We're getting back into the hang of it.
Yeah, still a little bit rusty. Still a little bit rusty here. Temeraire just doing some more damage, getting these plants up and active on the Zyra. And Ash is not going to have a fun time pretty soon.
Yeah, especially now with the ult through for Jin, can be a lot of damage from far. Like you were mentioning, though, Willow does have the chance to stop it with the R of their own, but
Not level 6 yet.
not level 6 yet.
Yep. Early XP advantage here for Revolution bot lane.
Oh,
Chanticleer's arrow is defensive onto Temeraire to stop any potential invades. I mean, engages.
but it probably also stops the invades, too.
It could stop invades as well. I'm sure if it hits, it'll stop the invade. But we didn't see any invades, early. So the invades were stopped, I guess. You can see here. Oh, here we go. As the curtains are being called, Stranglethorns popped up. Knockups onto Nautilus. Ignite ticking down as well. But Nautilus is just a bit too tanky for the time being, as Denobi could be in trouble. Swag Money Boy is in the area. When becomes lightning, will gain that E increase. Cyclone is going to be popped here. Tomorrow has to flash away. Try to get out. Second proc is Cyclone, but Denobi has no mana yet again. Going to flash out as Juan Cena is now here for reinforcements. But every time I look top, General Denobi has no mana. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh, Zyra damage. Temeraire is going to go on a killing spree and take out Willow from 2 screens away.
Maybe Temeraire was right to take those kills.
Yeah.
They know what they could do on the Zyra.
Absolutely. And we just saw it right there. Absolutely popped Willow.
definitely impressive showing from them. And I mean, with that kill, that's more bot lane pressure. The bot lane of Revolution is able to push in, set up this vision control early, and Swag Money Boys still around their after pit.
Swag Money Boy has been better in the early game of game one, has 1 kill for themselves. Juan Cena has 2. However, the second dragon of the game is Inferno, has been started up as the numbers advantage are there for Revolution. TP's coming in. Chance Air is going to land into Wisdom. As early summoners are burned, Red Sign is going to land
Low
onto
mana.
Timber. Timber has to flash away as well. And Juan Cena now stuck in the pit with the rest of BDE, trying to find the secure onto the dragon. Will get it, as well as the flash out to safety. Exotic Fox has to run now from Swag Money Boys. When he comes, Lightning Charm's going to land, and Swag Money Boy will go down. But look at the flank from General Denobi. The TP coming in from the backside. Mysterio Ignite ticking down will fall, as well as General Denobi running down Willow.
Three,
And Willow,
two,
what can you
1.
do under the tower? It's not going to save you. Bring down the Kane. And a 3-for-1 and or 3-for-0 and Dragon in favor of Revolution extends the gold lead to almost 5,000.
Yeah, this is pretty early for a 5,000 gold lead, I will admit.
11.5 minutes in, 5k gold lead, 10 kills to 1 and 2 dragons in favor of Revolution. And it is just more of the same story from game one. A lot of action coming around this bot lane, and the bot lane prowess of Wisdom and Temeraire has, been extremely prevalent.
Yeah, now with these carries, all 3 taking their back, we can finally see what this big B gold advantage of 5k is able to do for Revolution.
Absolutely, and
Is there an issue?
I just wanted to highlight the big B gold advantage there. It is 5k now, as General Denobi looks to make it more. Going in, trying to find another 1v1. Swag Money Boy running.
In the area.
Trying to save Tomorrow however he can. Tomorrow is wishing that it was tomorrow at this point. Not having a fun time in this game, but here we go. General Denobi Cyclone is available, but the Flash is not. When becomes Lightning is going to get that E extension. For the time being, General Denobi is good. Going in, looking for it. As a Crescent Strike coming through. Cyclone onto 2 knockups, and Swag Money Boy has to run for the hills. Flash is not available for either of these guys, but the second proc of Cyclone will find the knockup and the kill on Swag Money Boy now tomorrow, and General Denobi going at it. The Qs are dropping down. Q3 not gonna land. That could have been a damage to turn it around for tomorrow. Excuse me?
Could have been a damage.
Could have been the damage.
Mm-hmm. Re-engage from General Denobi.
For more. But yeah, good job by Tomorrow. I mean, Tomorrow isn't really, Tomorrow is able to survive these 1v1s despite being down 1,700 gold.
Yeah, and if we look at the build, this is so tragic. Just health and resistances for Tomorrow compared to what should be on this next back, I believe, the finished Thunderer. Yeah.
Yeah, 1k gold in the bank right now for General Denobi. Gonna smack away at this tower, gonna grab a play for themselves. And Willow's health bar is just depleted yet again from this Zyra pick, Temeraire. So brutal.
Yeah, Temeraire definitely picks that should have been banned, but it's hard to ban everything when you are lacking that ban due to the E-sub.
Yeah,
definitely things to think about.
Lost the E-sub ban, and the Entourage went to ban, I believe, Kench and Diana in game 2 as well. Left the Ahri open, but you can't, you just can't ban out everything.
Mm-hmm.
Revolution has too many power picks that there's just not enough bans in the game. And especially, first pick Zyra. That's a statement.
Yeah, and especially not even to mention just the Ahri and Zyra. You also have this Wukong, which was first used as a counter pick, but then just blind pick confidently.
Yeah, absolute confidence from Revolution and General Denobi here, as the first tower of the game falls bot lane in favor of Revolution. The gold lead is now 5,500 gold. The gold, the big B gold lead is now 5,500 gold in favor of Revolution. And the next dragon spawning in slightly under a minute is going to be the Cloud Soul. So the Cloud wins Quicken on the Rift, and we are going to be getting ultimate cooldown and movement speed after ultimate. from these dragons for the time being. General Denobi trying to get this wave pushed in, but story should be all Revolution. Enchantress Arrow is going to go wide left, but Willow, after one Spirit Rush, oh, baby, the snipe from Wisdom from downtown. Someone's got to block that. Come on, guys.
Team juking themselves too much. Good sniper round from Wisdom and good turn by Exotic Fox, using the ult defensively initially, but then Willow steps up way too far and ends up falling.
And with the 80 carry dead from the Entourage should mean a free soul point yet again for Revolution. And you can see Swag Money Boy on the other side of the map. I do not care about the dragon. We are not contesting. Because what can you do?
Nothing really.
Absolutely nothing.
And just thinking about this soul, which is inevitably coming, or soul point at least is coming in 5 minutes. Win soul on Wukong, on Ari, on Trundle is very scary. Jin, not so much, we'll say. But the rest,
ooh,
very impactful.
Rift Herald spawn mid gonna secure. Rift Herald spawn mid gonna secure one tower. Root's gonna land onto Swag Money Boy, and that's about half HP from the support. Dealing damage there. Chill is gonna get the charge on that mid lane inner tower as well. And General Denobi is gonna have some time to free hit at this tower now. You can see Tomorrow was forced to back. This should be the top lane outer tower going down as well. So Revolution, after this tower, we will see what the gold lead has become. It has become almost 8,500 at 17 minutes. And that is a lot.
What was that?
Why don't you tell me?
The Big B gold advantage coming in huge for Revolution.
Yes, 8.5k gold. Well, a little less now. Okay, maybe not.
We don't have the fancy graphic like LCS.
Yeah, 7k gold lead. Sorry, I don't know what I was. I don't know what I was counting, but 7k gold in favor of Revolution right now. They're on soul point. 3 minutes till that Cloud Soul. And you have a 4-1 Zyra, you have a 4-0 Wukong, you got a 2-0 Trundle, and you got 1-0 80 carry and mid. And I mean, what do you see? What is the angle back in to this game for BDE?
It's really hard when two of your main damage dealers are 0-4. You do have the Malzahar sitting at a nice 0-0-0, highest farm in the game. But the Malzahar can only do so much, and especially when you have so many fed members of Revolution, it's hard to only use that single ult. We see a very
arrow flying past my window, but the flash forward from Swag Money Boy. When becomes lightning, not gonna take it in. Stranglethorns used on ghosts as well, and for the time being, some ultimates expended by the Zyra and the Ashe, but no casualties so far. As Revolution looks to push mid.
One thing was splitting on the bot lane too.
Yeah, Wansina pushing it down, and that's the thing with this Trundle is that you can easily split and side lane on this jungle pick because of the prowess.
Yeah, it's definitely true PvP, and it's a lot that we can do. Or there's only so much they can do this game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, at this point, the gold lead is very, very large, and it seems like it's pretty hard to come back if you are BDE. However, this is the time. This is the time, right? You're on the stage. You know, you're down a lot of gold. There's no pressure anymore, right? You're playing. There's no pressure, so go for it. Just go and try to force plays. Eventually, one will work, right? Hopefully for them.
Yeah, I understand that, but I also feel like the plays that they can go for are not gonna look great.
We're gonna get a pause here.
We have General Denobi is BRB.
He just said BRB. Um,
My boy Jenny Danny. We're like this. You
yeah,
guys can't see my cam, but my
you
finger
guys are boys.
my fingers are crossed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we will get to get those cams coming back, but
Like this, like
yeah,
this,
show 'em, Mike.
like this. Me and
There you go.
Jenny Danny are like this.
They're like that somehow, even though they've never met before. But nonetheless, that's what we like to see. Now we're back onto the Rift. We got unpaused. And I do want to shout out the wait,
The what?
wait, what happened?
Oh,
My game is frozen.
my game is frozen too.
Okay, true.
Stream is also, so at least we're
Um,
not alone.
yeah, so for the time being, a little bit of client issues coming through. There we go.
Oh,
Now we're back.
Yep.
We are all good now. Pause champ, a little bit of pause champ action,
But this
but
is
nonetheless,
IBS, so we're used to it.
yeah.
They're
I
shorter
mean,
this year,
if
though.
anything, oh wait a minute, Chance of Chris is gonna land onto Temer. This could be the opportunity. You gotta force the play. Son of Zeus, look at him. He has the flash available. Will not flash over the wall for the Malzahar ulti. Could have been an angle there, but a nice E from Temer. Gale Force forward. Willow wants to play, flashing forward. Temer flashing away, and now into the fights we go here as Tomorrow is going into the back lines here. Curtains have been called, and they are firing away. Oh, look at the Cyclone from General Denobi. Knockups onto 4, as the Charm will stop the Malzahar ulti, and this is just an absolute disaster for BDE. A 5-for-0 clean ace for Revolution, and that will mean the Cloud Soul for them.
Cloud Soul for them. Baron is up 2 if they wanted to mosey their way on over there. But with a 10k Big B gold lead, this game is looking doomed. And I mean, like you said, they had to look for something. Good looks from Willow to try to go forward. But with how strong Revolution is, it's just too hard to make work.
Yeah, and the one thing I do want to mention here is I like the play going forward, trying to force something. That's just what I said to do. However, you can't force into Fog of War. That was the main, crucial flaw there for Willow and BDE. You see Exotic Fox getting a bit hypey there in the mid lane, having to burn that flash away. Willow tickling General Denobi right now, shooting him in the back with arrows. But wait a minute, you're walking too far forward. You're getting one shot by Zyra and Wukong. Stranglethorn's going to knock up onto 3 here as the 2v3 situation. Mysterio will go down as Timber goes dominating. Cyclone is not available as General Denobi's trying to find it, but the plants are hitting away. The shutdown will go over to Son of Zeus. 700 gold in the pockets of that Malzahar, but look at the other side of the map. Revolution is finding advantages, and they're hitting the Baron.
Yeah, definitely what they need to do. A little bit slow with a Jhin and Ahri, but should be coming down. Swag Money Bar making their way to this top side, but I don't even think they know.
One seed is so low. I don't know if they can take this, actually. It seems like BDE is going to be here. Swag Money Boy, win becomes lighting, and they are into the pit now.
Wait,
3K,
did they finish it?
2K on the Baron now, and it looks like a retake. Wancina, try and get it. Flash forward. Not going to find the smite.
You could take it.
We'll find it. Now, Wisdom is going to flash in. Swag Money Boy, Chance of Crystal Arrow from downtown is going to find the kills there, and Swag Money Boy will find the kill onto Wisdom. Oh my goodness. What just happened?
So you got General Denobi and Temeraire getting caught messing around in the blue jungle for some reason when Baron's up, but then we see them try the 3-man, and Juan Cena finally getting hit by the one necessary Mel's ult to not be able to get in there and smite, and now it looks like BDE have the Baron.
Oh, that was so close. And Wisdom was firing away with the curtain call in the backside of that fight, but it was so close, and BDE shows a little sign of life with that team by victory. Yes, they're still down a whole lot of gold, okay? But they're showing signs of life. They got purple on 3 of their teammates, and that will stop it for a little bit.
General Denobi going so far forward, and Juan Cena and Wisdom are so far. they need to be a little bit careful. They need to actually play with a little bit of respect at least.
Yeah, just a little bit here, as you saw already. A relative throw. I mean, it's not gonna matter because they're up that far, but we'll see. General Denobi going in. Charm's gonna land a swag money, boys. The Crescent Strike comes through. It's gonna block out some damage with Exotic Foss, flashing into the backside Spirit Rush. And he's still going in. Cyclone. Oh my gosh, look at how long General Denobi stood in the 5 members of BDE, and that's 1 dead already. General Denobi goes down, and the fights are starting to swing in favor of BDE.
And I must ask again, why are they looking for these fights?
This is so, yeah, crazy. I mean, just General Denobi going in, and the team was just not even there.
Yeah, the team wasn't there. We knew that Wansine was so far away still, and Wansine is not going there because what are you again fighting for in that blue side jungle? Blue's
There's
not even
literally
up.
nothing there. There's literally nothing there. This is what you have to do: is you have to play the side lanes. You have to get all the ways pushing. You can send Denobi into a side lane, not with the team, because someone, at least one person, is going to have to deal with them over there. And then, if they send more than one, you have numbers advantage. Then you go for the fight in the other lane.
Denobi also has to play with a little bit of restraint. Yes, they're ahead, but also you're not a 1v5 Wukong. Like, you've tried this twice. I think you should learn the lesson.
Yeah, maybe let's put that one back up on the shelf for the time being. But either way, um, Revolution a bit overconfident in these last couple plays, and it's kind of it might cost them.
Nothing up for another 90 seconds, so just
I
waves being shoved out.
I do want to highlight. Look at the General Denobi Juan Cena synergy build.
You know?
Mirror,
Very, yeah, very
except one
true.
has a long sword, one has a ruby crystal. Which would you rather have? Which one would be you, and which one would be me, Mike?
Come on, you know you're the health crystal.
No way, absolutely not. Hold on, we're gonna get a play into the top side here. General Denobi gonna get hit with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Now there's Graph coming down as the Cyclone pulled him back onto the rest of the team. But I don't know if you're gonna do anything besides just die. Mysterio is gonna get credit for that kill. But you can see 2 members in mid, 2 members in bot for Revolution, and Tomorrow just steps
Uh-oh.
way too far forward and gets destroyed, flashing to nowhere as that will go down. Now a 4v4. Neither top laner is alive for either of these teams. Some damage through here, and the dragon is spawning in 35 seconds. Elder, it's going to be explosive. I hope you're ready. General Denobi will be up first, but both of them will be up by the time Elder spawns. Both
With
TPs
TP.
available. So we will see where we go from here. Revolution, camping a bush. I like this strategy.
Definitely
BD has to
all
walk
yeah.
in. They have to walk in if they want to try and gain control
Well,
of this.
there's Hawkshot.
Oh yeah, they're right. They do have Hawkshot. Willow, please press E. Otherwise, it's really bad. We'll see. End up going that way. Tomorrow, TP's coming through as General Denobi runs
Running
up to the
top.
top side. Now, teleport is available, so it's okay, I think. For the time being, though, Revolution just has to stall. Okay, the heal. Flash forward from Mysterio. Dredgeland's going to land as a 2-man knockup, but Exotic Fox on the backside. Charm's going to land onto Son of Zeus, as well as so much damage coming through. The curtains have been called as General Denobi is here. Burning. Cyclone is going to find 1, is going to find 2. A Swag Money Boy is going to get chomped up back into the backside. 4 dead already. Mysterio's the last one alive.
Go end, go end. Don't do
Full
Elder, go
5
end.
for 0 ace for Revolution. Please stop hitting the
Crystal,
Elder.
you had
Just
the right
go bot
idea.
lane and end the game. There we go. Good job, boys. As they will go into the bottom side of 5 for 0. Clean ASC. This is what happens when your top laner doesn't go in 1v5. You get the 5 for 0 team fight victory. It's just that easy when you're up 8,000 gold.
Even
And
with
him.
the third heal engage from Willow, just not enough for them to take this series. Honestly,
The towers falling. The Nexus will go. Willow, 1v5. What can you do? Do you have what it takes? No. As Revolution will take the 2-0 series sweep as we open up Season 9 of the IBS.
very, very impressive showing from Revolution. In both those games, they had massive big B gold advantages nearly the whole time. Only in that last game, when General Denobi got ahead of themselves a little bit, were there any shaky times, but just very, very impressive showing.
Absolutely. Revolution playing very well. And this is why so many people were talking about Revolution at the beginning of the split. They have the veterans, they know how to play the map, they're able to gain solid early and mid game advantages and carry those over into the late game. Yeah, we saw a few mistakes by General Denobi as we went on into the late game, getting picked a few times, getting a bit too aggressive, going in for the 1v5 situations. That happens. That can be
It
easily
shouldn't,
fixed.
but
It
it
can
does.
easily be fixed. It can easily be fixed by saying, "Hey, right click backwards." Either way, though, really, really impressive stuff from Revolution, and it's gonna be the team to look for as we continue on through this season.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you'll see more next week. Maybe not from us, but we do have other people casting here, and we have a whole nother group that these teams aren't going to face. We have a whole nother side of this roster or of this league, and it's going to be very, very exciting to see how this all pans out.
Yeah, so similar to last year, we have the Shadow Isles and we have the Void Division. These two teams faced off today were in the Void Division, and I believe that's the division we'll be covering for the remainder of the split. I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on it. However, I think that might be what's going to happen, but nonetheless, that is going to do it for us for week 1 of season 9 in IBS in Zero Gravity Gaming. I have been Chains, joined by Michael. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. We sure did. And have a good week. We'll see you next week. Maybe. I know I'm not going to be here next week, but I'm sure we can find someone for Michael to fill in with. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I won't be here. But the person that takes my spot will be just as good, I promise, if not better. So, yet again, have a good weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Drink water. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week for week 2 of IBS in Zero Gravity Gaming. Thanks, guys. Have a good
Thank
one.
you.